In the last video, we looked at how to manage individual tasks in Google Calendar Task. In this video, we're going to be talking about managing task lists, how to create them, how to rename them. Additionally, we're going to look at a strategy of scheduling or planning out a project in Google Task. So to add an additional task list to your Google Calendar Task, simply go to the Task Control menu and select New List. Name it what you want. We're going to call it Projects. And now we're in our new task list called Projects. If we want to toggle back and forth or go back to the other one, simply go back to the Task List Control menu, and you see here's Projects, and we're on that. We can go back to Action List. There it is. All right, so let's go back to Projects, and let's add our first task. We'll call our first task Project 1. Now, as you recall, to add a task item at the bottom of the list, you simply click at the empty space of the list, and we have an additional one. And we're going to call this Task 1. Now what we're going to do is we're going to indent this task. You can go to Actions, and I want to point out that we can indent here or we can hit Tab. I'll go ahead and click this, and it indents it. But you can hit Tab on your keyboard. That's easier, and you'll notice there's several hotkeys for various actions to manage your task. So we have Project 1, and then we have Task 1. And of course, you can add a due date to any of these items. We'll simply go ahead and add a due date of the 14th and go back to our list. Now, every time you add a new task, it will take on the character of the previous one. That is, if it is indented or not. So if we click here, the next task is indented, which makes it convenient if you have a number of indented items to put under an unindented main item. We'll call this Task 2. And we'll assign that a date. We'll make it the 20th. Go back to list. So Project 1 has 2 tasks that needs to be accomplished to complete the task. What about if we want to add another task? Well, we could simply add another task to the top, or let's delete that one, or we can add a task to the bottom and then unindent it. And we'll call this Project 2. And then, of course, we can hit the Tab key on this one, Task 1. And if you hit the Enter button, then you'll get another task. We'll call this Task 2. So those are some very basic things you can do with Google Calendar Task.